If you have high clearance front flares and need a rear set of flares to match on your 2018 or newer JL Wrangler, these MP Concepts high clearance Fender Flares for the rear are a set that you'll need to check out. Now, first and foremost, I do want to mention that these do not fit the 4xe models, but if you don't have a 4xe and want to complete the Fender look on your JL with an OE inspired option with some additional function, these will do just that. Now, the additional clearance that you get with these are great if you have a lift, larger tires, or are going off-road often and want to maintain a good amount of clearance for optimal performance. They're also a great choice if you want to stick with a plastic OE style flare, whether you like the appearance of them, are looking to match with another OE style option, and you want some additional function in the meantime. Now, additional room in the wheel well can make all the difference when going through more technical trails, and it can save you from causing damage to your own Wrangler if your suspension has enough up travel. Now, these fenders, while looking like OEM flares, will have an additional 2 inches of clearance that the Rubicon model does, allowing larger tires and additional room for flex while keeping the benefit of factory plastic flares. Now, the build is essentially the same with good tire coverage compared to slimmer flare options that you'll see, protecting the body panels very well and catching any excessive kick-up, and the plastic build allows them to take the brunt of any obstacles without transferring any damage to the body if you prefer plastic flares for that reason when it comes to off-road circumstances. These are made of an OEM quality polypropylene material, which is lightweight but also durable and impact resistant. Now, keep in mind that these are still plastic flares, so they're not indestructible, but they are able to hold their own very well to most obstacles out on the trail. The finish is also UV treated to keep them looking new over time and keep that OE appearance. They do have a slight texture to them that matches with other OE accessories or plastic very well, but the material is paintable. So if you do want to paint match them to your paint code or switch up the color, you can totally prep and paint this set in order to do so. The kit also comes with all the supporting hardware and components, including the inner fender liners for a question-free install process. Now, this set in particular is inspired by the factory Rubicon flares, and from the dealer, you'd be looking at about double the price point, making them well worth it if you want to stick with the OE look and get some better clearance, while also having no questions or not having to do any modifications when it comes time to install them. These just bolt up, no questions asked. Now, they'll also come with everything that you need for the install, the supports, and all of the inner liners for each side, rather than most rear flares just including the flare itself. So you do get more than the average price point compared to other similar choices. And the install here is a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and should take about 3 hours or so to get the old ones off and the new ones in place. However, at this point, I'm gonna hand it over to one of our installers here. They're gonna show you a detailed breakdown on how you can get these all bolted up to your JL at home. So that wraps it up for what I have to say. Let's go ahead and get into the install.
For this install, you will need a clip removal tool. What's up, guys? Today we're gonna be doing some fender flares on our Wrangler, so let's get started. Alrighty, guys, so to start off, we're gonna come into our fender liner with our clip removal tool. You've got push clips all throughout your fender liner, which are holding this in place. We're gonna need to remove all those. So you've got some down bottom, you've got a few along the top, and then you've got a few up in this corner as well. So just take your clip removal tool and pop all of those out first. Now, some of these can be stubborn, so you just wanna use a little pressure. Sometimes they will break like that, that's okay. We've got some down in this corner as well. And in the back corner and along the top, you want to remove all those as well. Now, your flare itself is held on by these wide push clips. You can try to get behind there with needle nose and compress the tabs. It's kind of difficult, to be honest. So what we're gonna do, grab our flare and pull firmly. You're gonna break some tabs, that's okay. Your kit comes with new ones. We're just gonna pop this off. Now you can see we've got some tabs left behind that did break when we pulled our flare off. Any ones that are stuck in here, you're just gonna take your clip removal tool, get in here, and pop those off. Then you want to do the same thing for the remaining broken clips, and then we'll do the same thing for the other side to remove our other flare. Alrighty guys, so now we're going to install our new fender liner before our flare. We've got one of our push clips pushed into that bottom center hole, as you can see. We're just going to line it up with our factory mount. Pop that into place. And we're going to get our other two bottom clips in. This one in. And we'll do the same thing for the front. Now we're going to get this one in as well. You may have to push in on your fender liner to get it to line up. Now we've got our flare, we're going to need to install our support bracket. So we've got a rear and a front support bracket. We're going to line it up with our mounting holes. That is going to be a bit of a tight fit. I'm going to slide this in. So now we'll get our insert in. Now these do have a Phillips head insert, but you can just push them in. It's not really deep threads. And we have to do the same thing for this side. We'll line this up, pop in our insert. Then you want to do the same thing for your other mount as well. Next, we're going to install our mounting clips. Those are going to go into our positions around the back side of our flare. You want your mounting point to be facing towards the back of the flare so it can go onto your vehicle. I'm just going to line these up, pop those in the center, and they snap right in. You want to do the same thing for all of your clip mounting points along your flare. Now we can install our flare. We're going to set this behind our fender liner. Line up all our mounting points. Now you do want your fender liner to go inside of your flare itself. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle at first. Sometimes you may need to let the fender liner go for now. We're going to start pressing these into position. You want to work your hands behind your flare, give you a little more force. Now we're going to need to work our fender liner back behind our flare itself. This is pretty bendable, but you don't want to crease it if you don't have to. Now we're going to start installing the rest of our clips. We're going to start with these two up here. We got one here and one on the other side. Next, you'll want to install the push clips around the flare and liner itself. Line this up, get our clip in, then you want to install your insert. Then you want to do the same thing for the rest of your clips. Now once you've got this side installed, you can repeat the same process for the other side. Alrighty folks, that about wraps up our review and install of our MP Concepts high clearance fender flares for the rear of your 18 to current Jeep Wrangler JL, excluding the 4xe. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything Wrangler, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.